Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead reading. This is for week commencing the 24th of March. I hope you had a great week. So we've just had the spring equinox, haven't we? And what a beautiful time of the year. You know, everything's growing again, isn't it? It feels like, I don't know, just there's a smile on your face. I mean, I love all the seasons. I love winter too. But when you're just having this time of year, it just gives you hope again and growth, doesn't it? So it kind of like is a message to say there's new beginnings on the horizon. So let's hope it reflects in the cards for you, Scorpio. Let's see. So we need 2 cards, please and thank you. For Scorpio, these are actually tarot cards, but I use them as energy oracle because just how they feel to me. And that's important with your cards. If you have your own cards, you know, you develop them how you want to. You interpret them how you want to. We've got dedicated effort. And we've got lead. Very work-oriented, I would say this is, because dedicated effort is like 8 of Pentacles in the tarot. And this is about working hard on your own to achieve goals. It can be entrepreneurial energy. It can be that you've got your own task within a group still. But whatever it is, it's about you setting your intention and dedicating your time and energy to something next week. And then you've got lead, which is the Emperor. So it is like you're incredibly disciplined. It's like head down, you know, nose to the grindstone. Let's get on with this now. Because the Emperor he's the king of the kings. He's a major leader in the tarot. He likes discipline, he likes organization, he likes things to be organized. And when he sets a task, there is no, there's no veering off of it. He stays in his lane. A very strong message there for you, Scorpio. So we're going to start your reading with the unfolding path. So dear spirit guides and angels, please join me in this reading for Scorpio and make it helpful, hopeful and healing. And that's my dog coming in and out. Okay, let's see what's for Scorpio, please. 8 of Swords is your focus for next week. Okay. High Priestess is your opportunity. The Page of Wands is your challenge. The King of Wands is what you don't see coming. Wow, and the Chariot, going lovely with that leadership and dedicated effort energy, is your advice and outcome. 8 of Swords, though, is a focus for next week. It's kind of like saying stop the self-sabotage that's going on. You know, you can have this leadership role. You can achieve this goal here. But I think deep down, Scorpio, you're kind of talking yourself out of something. You know, in as much as you're kind of putting these hurdles up that aren't really there. That's what this 8 of Swords is all about. And all that does to us is it makes us feel like we can't progress or move forward. They want you to focus on releasing that energy next week. And then this will come naturally. The High Priestess is your opportunity. Now, I love this High Priestess in this deck. Look how wise she looks. It's almost like she's an old soul too. But this is all about you trusting your intuition. This is about not being, I don't want to say also, keeping things to yourself a little bit more and just going with the flow and trusting yourself. The Page of Wands is your challenge. Now, for some of you, this could be a child because the pages are very young energies. Wands are our passions, our creative, sometimes our jobs, our tenacity, our drive. And the Page of Wands is somebody that's like, that just wants to get on with something and just like without any real, they just got this lovely energy of let's just get this show on the road. But as a challenge, it's like there's something blocking you, stopping you, and it's probably the self-sabotage that's going on there. You do know what you want to do. you do have, you've just lost your oomph over something. And that, as I say, is really hand in hand with that Eight of Swords. What you don't see coming is the King of Wands. This is exactly what you need. The King of Wands is leadership. So there's like somebody coming in, or there is an energy for you, especially if you release that Eight of Swords energy. It kind of transpires into the King of Wands, because it's like, yes, he's dedicated. Again, it's Wands energy. So they are, they've got the drive, the confidence, very, very leadership. Again, with that dedicated effort, I felt like there was some sort of, with the Emperor, very strong leadership role coming in here. Maybe some of you are going to be offered a managerial responsibility next week. But yeah, the King of Wands is, he doesn't even think he's not going to succeed. That's his mindset, is success. And so that's how it manifests for him. Now, the Chariot is your advice. You couldn't make this up. The Chariot is attributed to Cancer, so for some of you that may be relevant. But what I'll say to this is, they're telling you to get in the driving seat. You can overcome adversities, you can overcome the hurdles, because you've done it before. You can do it again. The Chariot is all about coming back into alignment, getting in that, well, she's on a tiger there. Excuse me. Traditionally, it can be a horse and cart, and the horses are veering off in slightly different directions, and the Chariot just reins them back in again, just to direct them again, keep them going forward, rather than having any distractions. And in fact, the dedicated effort energy is also about just keep focused, don't be distracted. It's a very strong message here for you to, but you need to release this Eight of Swords energy. So why do we have the Eight of Swords here? Please and thank you for Scorpio. The other side to this, that you could have an Emperor in your life that makes you feel like that Eight of Swords. They would definitely be, they're quite manipulative, the shadow side of the Emperor, and definitely would not allow you to veer off course or have any ideas outside the box, so to speak. I do wonder now. Eight of Swords. Why are you here? Please and thank you for Scorpio. Thank you. Wow, we've got Judgment. What a strong message. Oh my gosh, I can't believe these cards for you, Scorpio. You've got Strength now. And in fact, I thought that was Strength when it came up, but you've got it anyway. And you've got the Four of Wands. So the Eight of Swords is about feeling entrapped, and this is what they want you to focus on, coming out of that, because you've got Judgment. Now, Judgment is all about getting out of that dark space that you've been in, or feeling like you've been almost stuck in this box, that people put you in this, what's it called? They have their version of you, but it's time for you to get out of that box now. Time for you to get in the driving seat, because it's your calling. There's something that you need to be guided towards, especially when you've got the High Priestess there. And I think you know what it is. There's a calling that you are naturally drawn towards. Now, maybe it's, again, I'm not usually one to talk about past life, but there's some sort of past life energy going on here too, with that High Priestess and Judgment. It's like you've been here before, so you know what to do. And now you can do it next week. There's a really strong message here. It's telling you've got the strength to do with this. You could also be dealing with a Leo here. But a lot of major arcanas here, so there's a lot of different zodiac signs. Mind you, majority are water signs here, which is you. There's no cups so far, no cups, which is your your suit in the tarot. But they're saying, look, you have the inner strength, the outer strength, the strength to deal with this. You can do it because it's just getting rid of that Eight of Swords. And then you've got the Four of Wands. Now, the Four of Wands is people, this is stability. Stability within the home life. It can be to do with whatever this is, could be related to your house. But it's a good card. They also call it the 1111 card because the ones depict 1111, and we, you know, 1111 is an angel number. So maybe for some of you, you are seeing 1111 quite regularly, and that's a kind of message to say you're on the right path. The High Priestess is here. Why are you here, please and thank you? Why is the High Priestess here, please and thank you, for Scorpio? Again, with judgment, I just think you know what your calling is. You just know deep down, and that's what the High Priestess knows, these sorts of things. She holds the connection to spirit that, you know, that it's not widely known. She holds it to herself because she trusts her instincts. We've got the Five of Wands. Conflict, arguments, people not being on the same page as you. Oh, you got the Moon. Another very strong water sign, Pisces. The Moon with the High Priestess. Whoa, that's a... And the Six of Wands, which is lovely. So it's like you've dealt with conflict, or or next week, you know, you've got to trust your instincts on who's not on the same page as you, because these are people that just, again, want to put you back in that box, and want to dampen you down. You know, they want to close that box. So be quiet, Scorpio, you know, and I believe that's what's put you behind those swords there. So just be careful, because it looks like they're still about next week. So trust your instincts on that. Could be team members at work, could be family members. You've got the Moon. Whoa. I mean, the Moon with the High Priestess. This is incredibly spiritual. This is saying, go within, meditate, listen to your dreams. The Moon is about confusion, but as an opportunity, it's things coming to the surface, things coming to light. But I truly believe it's through your instincts that this is going to happen. Then you have the Six of Wands. Now, the Six of Wands is victory. It's the card of victory. So you can see you've moved on from the Five of Wands through your intuition, your instincts, your connection. Maybe you're getting downloads. But the Six of Wands is about coming through a battle, if you like. And the people here, the important thing of the Six of Wands to recognize is other people recognizing your success. So even for some of you, you know, you could be the speaker in a union or something like that, and you've got them through some really bad times because these other people here are looking and congratulating you. This is about public recognition for your hard work, and you're successful. They've got the wreath of victory on as they ride through their horse. It's also about healing for me, because that I'm always drawn to this lovely green cloak that beautiful white horse has, and it's like a very spiritual healing energy there. Green is, if you're into the archangels, is Archangel Raphael comes on a green ray. Look out, are you wanting to wear green all of a sudden? Are you drawn to green things? It could be that, you know, you have the Archangel Raphael by you. I love that for you. Now, the Page of Wands is your challenge. Now, it could be you, it could be a person around you. As a challenge, the Page of Wands would be really like, I would liken them to the Tasmanian devil in the cartoons, you know, where they would just come in and zip around and you know, they've got all this energy, they don't really know what to do with it, and then all the paperwork's going everywhere and you're just left picking up all the papers and the pieces because they don't really have a care in the world. Now, either you've got a person around you like that, or your challenge is that you just want to have that oomph again, that energy to be able to even do it. Well, let's have a look. Why do we have the Page of Wands as a challenge? Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups and we have the Seven of Pentacles, and one more please and thank you. Okay. And the Nine of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is a challenge. For me, I feel like somebody's trying to help you and offer you some kindness, but for some reason you're not accepting it, or you're maybe trusting your instincts here and thinking actually you've probably got ulterior motives to this kindness, because the Knight of Cups is the knight in shining armor in the deck. He brings in, he's romantic, he brings flowers, he brings gifts. It's also about progress in love and relationships and friendships. As a challenge, I feel like there's a trust issue going on here. You're like, yeah, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, got my fingers burnt, not sure I want to go there again. Because you got the Seven of Pentacles as a challenge too. So the Seven of Pentacles is looking at, wow, look at your success, look at what you've grown, look at that bush full of money and time and energy. And now what they're doing is they're just reassessing, what should I do? Do I need to continue to put my time and energy into this? Or do I go and plant some seeds elsewhere? I think you've got something to do with this Knight of Cups energy here has made you really reassess something. Now, it could be financials too. It could be they have tricked you, duped you out of money. I've never said that before. But it's like, as a challenge, it's like, or are you doubting your self-worth, but this Knight of Cups is bringing that in for you? Tricky one, because you've got the Nine of Cups also, which is wish fulfillment. As a challenge, it's you not feeling particularly like anything's really, whatever you do isn't working. It's like you've lost that, well, it sounds really down and Debbie Downer, but it feels like you've lost a little bit of hope. I feel like you don't want much. And I feel like how can I say it without being too, I feel like this sort of energy of like, oh my gosh, I can't even do that now. I can't even do that. Interesting. But you do have the King of Wands coming in which is a unforeseen. And the King of Wands, oh my gosh, wouldn't even contemplate thinking of that energy. They're like, no, all you can be is successful if you put your mind to it. Let's have a look. King of Wands. Very fiery energy, very get up and go. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, possibly. But, you can't say that all Kings of Wands are only Aries. We all sit in this energy all in different times of our lives. But predominantly it's a fire sign, I should say. That's what. King of Wands, why are you here, please? And thank you for Scorpio. It's all about leadership, about you taking you taking the reins. This reading is. Oh my gosh. You've got the Chariot, which is taking the reins, which is your advice and outcome. You've got the Three of Cups, beautiful, and the Six of Swords. It's like, I don't know if this King of Wands is a person coming in or simply you getting into that energy. You know, you can listen to inspirational speakers on YouTube. Look at Wayne Dyer, look at Abraham Hicks, look at, in fact, I've just downloaded Wayne Dyer's daughter's book because I thought, I just love the way she speaks and connects with it. You know, do that. That could be your King of Wands even. The Chariot is, again, it's here. It's like taking the reins and, you know, having that desire to get in the driving seat. Because you've got Six of Wands, and this is moving on to calmer waters. But you're doing something about it. Or somebody is. It could be this King of Wands, as I say. But again, it could be somebody who you listen to even. Just puts you in that mindset of like, oh, okay, right, yeah. Let's leave that Eight of what? Did I say Wands? It's Swords. I keep doing that. Just leave the Eight of Swords behind. Six of Swords is here now. Six of Swords is coming out of those choppy waters and looking at the lovely calmer waters ahead here. This is leaving tricky times. And then you've got the Three of Cups. Maybe there's the King of Wands in your friendship group. Somebody who's really like, you know, they would link arms with you and go, come on, Scorpio, let's look at this. Let's go and have a night out as well. And let's enjoy our life. Socializing, lovely energy here for you. People supporting you. And again, maybe that's these people in this Six of Wands around you too. But you have a group of people next week. Just make sure you connect with them who want to love and support you and celebrate you. Cups are our emotions, our relationships, our friendships. Beautiful cups. I think that King of Wands is somebody within your friendship circle here. And then the Chariot is your advice and outcome. Again, it's getting in the driving seat, taking control. For some of you, you know, you've perhaps that, you know, there's something here that you've not finished. You've started, but you haven't finished. And so there's some sort of inspiration coming in next week. You're going to think, oh my gosh, I've so got to finish that now. You know, maybe you're writing a book. Maybe you've got some papers for your exams that you've got to finish. I don't know. There's a definite focus on something that you need to dedicate more time and effort to next week and take the reins on. Because, you know, when you do those simple things, you know, it can be something really simple. For me, it was like getting my car serviced. I know that sounds ridiculous, but every time I got in my car, I got beep, beep, service is due, service is due. And I've let that go for nearly 6 months. And then it got to a stage where I thought, oh my gosh, I daren't ring them now because it's gone on for so long. They might say, what have you done to your car? And then it just snowballs. And then I finally got my car serviced last week because I booked it in. And I thought, how ridiculous that made me feel. And every time I went to my car before it was serviced, I didn't like get it because then it was going to beep at me. Something as simple as that, Scorpio. You know, it doesn't matter the circumstance. The result and the reaction to it is always the same. So, you know, I'm just going to say there's no judgment here as to what this might be for you, just as I look at the judgment card. So, Chariot, why are you here? So now I get in my car and I look forward to driving it because I haven't got a stupid beeping noise going on. Three of Wands. Oh my gosh. Magician. Page of Cups. The Three of Wands. Look at you. Look at you go. This is expanding your horizons. This is thinking, actually, yeah, there is a bit more to life. If I do that, it will just release that Eight of Swords. It will give me a bigger picture. Maybe some of you are literally wanting to move because you've got the Four of Wands there, which is, you could be moving house. And it could be abroad even, because there's a lot of water in this reading. Two Chariots, which can mean movement abroad. It can mean driving somewhere in a long distance too. You've got water here. You've got water on the Six of Swords. I do think some of you are, and you've got water here in the Page of Cups actually, which is a very dreamy energy. But back to the Three of Wands, yeah, getting in that Chariot energy, getting in the driving seat allows you to expand your horizons. Page of Cups, oh my gosh, allows you to dream. The Page of Cups is lovely energy, very young, very naive, very Piscean, very dreamy energy, very like, yeah, why not? Let's just do it. Lovely. There's also an element of surprise here too. And then you have the Magician, just to remind you, Scorpio, that you can do it. You do have all the tools in your toolbox to do this. This is what you want. This is what you've manifested. Gosh, that was a long reading. Let's finish off with, I think it's probably the longest reading I've ever done. A crystal message, please and thank you. We have rhodonite, and the message is find a way to forgive. Now, obviously that's relevant for some of you. Now, that forgiving could be in your Six of Wands and other people watching you do that, or you having to forgive others in order for you to move on. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Gosh, that was a long one. 26 minutes. Never feels like it though. That's why I get lost with the time. So I hope you have a great week. Let me know how that resonates, and I'll catch up with you next week. Thank you, Scorpio.